was diving at Chitnsa Bay and it wasn't very clean. So when this happens, we stick to the shallows because it's easier to spot the fish, and also you have to make a lot more dives to find and locate the fish. So we'd rather make 10-15 dives in about 3-4 meters of water than have to do that in 10 meters of water, and you get about the same amount of fish. So it's often about just locating where they are and persistence with diving and diving and diving. Often you see these fish in the distance and they just turn around and swim away, and then you have to dive down, act like you're going another direction, and then swim down through the bottom of the crack so they can't see you. When shooting a fish, you need to be on its level in the water because of the era of parallax. So things appear to be where they're not because of how the light shines through the water. It distorts where the fish actually is. So you can't shoot from above the fish. So it's very important to get to the same level or just above it so that you don't make that mistake. Often when diving through these cracks, you just need to be careful that you don't have a head-on collision with a shark or something, because that is how some of the bigger raggies like to hunt. They swim through those cracks and do the exact same thing as we are doing, looking for the fish so that they can almost ambush them. As it got later in the evening, I decided to move out onto the drop-off and just wait on just the edge of the drop-off, and as you can see, the dolphins come past. I was doing this waiting for some of the bigger game fish, and often some nice silver sternbrass and black sternbrass also come in. I also saw a pig nose, and usually the garrick come past, but they didn't come past, just the dolphins. I couldn't really see them and they approached me from behind, but you can hear them underwater. It's quite incredible. When you see dolphins, it's often a good indication that the game fish are doing the same thing, especially when you see them in the shallows like this. So I got a bit excited waiting for the game fish, but nothing came past. Here we have a beautiful parrotfish, also known as a Cape knifejaw. There's not a lot of pressure on these fish as anglers can't catch them with a rod and reel. And the main predators are the reef sharks that live on the reef, and then also the spearfishermen. A good place to shoot these fish is just behind the gill plate. It's a good holding shot so they don't rip off, because they're quite powerful, strong fish that carry on fighting and often pull off the spear if you don't get a good holding shot in. So I've got my parrot beak for the day and I'm gonna head home and cook this up. How's it, guys? I've just got back to the house and I'm cleaning the fish that I shot, the parrot beak. It has a few scales, but not too many. It's a very tough leathery fish. They feed on sea urchins. I'm just gonna clean it and then we're gonna skin it and then fillet it. And then I'm going to get ready to cook it. Talk about it. Guys, this is a parrot beak, also known as a Cape knifejaw. I'll show you guys why it's called that. Come look here. It looks like a bird's beak over here. They often try to bite you after you've shot them. Yeah, but this beautiful animal. You can see that this specimen has been feeding on sea urchins. You can see the little pieces of sea urchin. That's why they got such a tough head and such a big beak. Get all the gills out at once. Okay, there we go. All clean. I'm just gonna rinse this under the tap and then fillet this parrot. And yeah, the trick with filleting it is you gotta cut into the skin, so you don't cut too deep so it doesn't pull away from the edges and you don't pull any of the meat off. We don't want to waste any, so we just cut through the skin, but just about a centimeter through. Very, very tough fish. Okay, then we're going to get the long nose pliers. This one's better. Cut a bit. That was a lot tougher than usual. And there we go. We have our fillet, and then the rest of this will be boiled up and made into fish cakes. So we're not going to waste any of this beautiful animal. And yeah.
So I got Heath here doing his catch cook. I've been cleaning up after a braai we had yesterday.
Is there?
He's got some of his fish. He's looking for all the apparatus needed. I've been tying some flies.
Is there a bowl there?
Do you want a big one? Yeah. Use this thing on the top if you want, the Dutch oven machine thing.
Just to...
Yeah. So here are the flies. Some sexy things like... Heath, did you steal some of my flies yesterday?
No.
Okay, good. Weighted with a tungsten bead in the front and another one in the body, just so it gives it that extra sinking ability.
How's it, guys? I got my fillet of parrot beak here. I'm just going to cut it into bite-sized chunks. It's easier to cook this way and easier to get it nice and brown all around.
Sure, did you go to chef school, Heath? Wow. Precision, bro.
I'm going to put a bit of flour in the bottom of a bowl and then put some salt and pepper and mix that in with it. Then I'm going to lightly dust these little chunks in that. Okay, now that I've done that, I'm just waiting for the oil to heat up here, and then I'm going to get them in the pan. Okay, so we've been shallow frying the fish for a while. The first batch is looking really good, ready to come off. I would say we don't want to overcook the fish. It will dry it out and then it won't be as nice. So I'm going to get the first batch off here. That looks delicious. Okay, it's looking pretty good, nice and crispy. Looks like it's perfectly cooked. We're gonna have a taste of this now. I'm just gonna get a bit more lemon juice over this. I'm gonna put some pepper on here, a little bit of salt. That's absolutely delicious.
Yeah, it looks like a very nice lunchtime snack. Let's have a taste.
How's that?
I love the lemon.
And the fish.
Soft, juicy. You did well, Heath. I'm impressed.
Better leave some for me.
Next time.
Thanks for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe. And remember, limit your catch. Don't catch your limit.
Have a piece.